Before you scroll away or think this is just another video on men's health, let me ask you something that may hit you harder than you expect. When was the last time you woke up feeling truly alive as a man? Not just alive in body, but alive in energy, in virility, in that spark that once made you feel unstoppable? For many men after 60, that question leaves a silence that aches inside. You see, one of the cruel tricks of aging is that the body begins to whisper signals of decline. Morning energy fades. Erections that once felt natural now require effort and confidence. That invisible armor starts to crack. And perhaps no one warned you this would happen, or maybe you thought it wouldn't happen to you. But here you are, searching for answers, holding on to hope that something natural, something simple, could restore what time has been quietly stealing away. I am not here to sell you false promises or miracle pills. I am a urologist who has dedicated her life to understanding the male body and the struggles that come with age. And what I am about to share may shock you, because the solution is not hidden inside a pharmacy, nor locked away in an expensive clinic. It is waiting quietly in your kitchen, perhaps in your fruit basket, overlooked every single morning. Yes, a fruit you've eaten countless times without realizing that inside it lies a natural power to restore circulation, to awaken testosterone, to bring back the firmness and confidence you thought belonged only to your past. Imagine this. A man named Roberto, 64 years old, who once came to me with eyes heavy from shame. He whispered that he could no longer please his wife, that his mornings were empty of the energy he once took for granted. I asked him to do something so simple he almost laughed at me. I told him, "Roberto, tomorrow morning, instead of reaching for coffee and bread, I want you to reach for a fruit you've ignored." He looked at me with doubt, but he trusted me. Weeks later, Roberto walked back into my office with a smile that made him look 10 years younger. He had rediscovered his vitality. His wife had rediscovered her husband, and all of it began with one morning fruit. Now I want you to imagine yourself in Roberto's shoes. Imagine waking up tomorrow, taking a bite of something sweet, natural, God-given, and feeling your body respond. Imagine blood flowing stronger, energy rising, desire returning not as a memory but as a living, breathing fire within you. The world has lied to men, telling them aging is only decline. But the truth? The truth is that with the right choices, with knowledge and consistency, you can restore erections, you can restore passion, and you can restore yourself. Stay with me until the very end of this video, because I am not only going to reveal to you which fruits carry this hidden strength, fruits like banana, apple, papaya, and grapes, each with unique powers to fuel your manhood, but I am also going to show you how to use them correctly, at the right time of the day, in the right way, so that your mornings stop being weak and heavy and start becoming powerful again. This is not just about food. This is about reclaiming what makes you feel like yourself again. But I must warn you, if you leave now, you will never know which fruit could be the turning point for your health. You may never hear the truth about how simple daily choices could save your manhood, your marriage, even your sense of dignity as a man. I do not want that for you. I want you to stay, to listen carefully, and to walk with me through this journey of rediscovery. Because what I have seen in my clinic and in the lives of countless men is that the line between despair and hope, between weakness and strength, is often thinner than we imagine. And sometimes it is as thin as the skin of a fruit. So let us begin. Let us uncover the morning fruit that restores erections after 60. Let me take you by the hand, as a doctor who has seen it all, and guide you to a truth so simple it almost feels forbidden. But once you hear it, once you taste it, once you feel it, you will never go back. What I will share with you today is not just nutritional advice. It is a roadmap to reclaiming your strength as a man over 60. I promise you that if you stay with me until the very end, you will understand exactly how certain fruits, bananas, apples, papayas, and grapes, hold natural compounds capable of restoring circulation, balancing hormones, and fueling erections in ways that modern medicine rarely explains. You see, men often believe they need expensive pills or complicated treatments to feel alive again. But the truth is that science has proven something astonishing. The foods you place on your plate each morning can either destroy or rebuild your masculinity. And in the case of these fruits, their hidden nutrients are like nature's own prescription, designed to strengthen your blood flow, increase nitric oxide, and awaken testosterone levels in a safe and natural way. But I am not simply going to list fruits and tell you they are good for you. No, my promise is deeper. I will show you how each fruit works inside your body, why timing matters, and how a simple morning ritual can transform your health, your energy, and yes, even your intimacy. And to make sure you stay with me, I will open a loop. One of these fruits, though common and humble, contains a secret power that can dramatically change your erections when eaten at the right moment of the day. I will only reveal which one at the end, because you must first understand why the body responds the way it does. This is my promise. Clarity, truth, and a path to a renewed manhood that belongs to you, even after 60. Men over 60 often carry a silent burden, one that very few are willing to speak about openly. I know this not because I read it in a textbook, but because I have sat across from hundreds of men in my office, watching them lower their eyes, whisper their frustrations, and confess fears they would never share even with their closest friends. And I tell you this because I want you to know, you are not alone. We, as men and women walking through this stage of life, face the reality that the body changes. But those changes do not mean the end of vitality. In my years of practice as a urologist, I have seen men who thought their best days were behind them suddenly stand taller, live fuller, and love stronger when they embraced simple but powerful adjustments to their daily routines. I remember a patient, Juan, who was 68. He had convinced himself that intimacy was no longer possible. He thought his body was betraying him. But after guiding him with the very principles I am about to share with you, he returned months later with a new energy, telling me, with tears in his eyes, that he felt like a man again. This is why I speak to you with confidence. Because beyond the science, beyond the nutrition, I have seen transformations happen in real lives. And I want you to feel that same possibility, that same hope, flowing through you as you hear my words. Not as a distant dream, but as a reality that can begin tomorrow morning, with something as simple as a fruit on your plate. After 60, the male body begins to face challenges that often feel unfair. Testosterone levels, which once fueled strength, drive, and virility, naturally decline. Blood vessels, which should carry life and energy to every part of the body, start to stiffen and narrow. The result? Circulation weakens, erections lose firmness, and the spark of intimacy begins to fade. Many men ignore these signals, blaming stress or age, but the truth is deeper. Your body is quietly asking for help. When erections become less reliable, it is not just about intimacy. It is a sign that your cardiovascular health may be under strain. A weak flow in one area often means weak flow throughout the body, including the heart and brain. That is why ignoring this issue is dangerous. It is not just about pleasure, it is about life itself. I have seen too many men walk into my clinic only after a health scare, when the warning signs had been there all along, signs they mistook for just getting old. But here is what I want you to understand. Decline is not destiny. The body has an incredible ability to respond even after 60 when given the right fuel. And food, specifically the right fruits, has the power to restore what aging tries to steal. These natural gifts are packed with antioxidants, fibers, and compounds that open blood vessels, fight inflammation, and reignite hormonal balance. The problem is not simply age, the problem is neglect. If you keep feeding your body with processed foods, heavy sugars, and ignoring circulation, you are silently speeding up decline. But when you choose wisely each morning, you can slow, even reverse, much of that damage. That is the truth most men never hear. Let us now open the fruit basket and see how nature hides the medicine your body craves. Take the banana, for example. Men often think of it as just a quick snack, but inside its golden flesh lies potassium, a mineral that lowers blood pressure and relaxes blood vessels, allowing stronger blood flow where you need it most. I once had a patient who replaced his morning bread with a banana, and within weeks he noticed not only his energy rising, but also his erections becoming more consistent. Then there is the apple. Simple, common, almost invisible on the table. Yet it contains quercetin, a powerful antioxidant that improves circulation and protects your arteries. An apple each morning is not just about health cliches, it is a true tool for sustaining the very foundation of male performance. Papaya, on the other hand, is often underestimated. Sweet, tropical, and refreshing, it carries enzymes that improve digestion and antioxidants that fight inflammation. Why does this matter? Because when your body digests food efficiently and inflammation decreases, Your testosterone has the freedom to function at its best. I have seen men regain lightness in their bodies and power in their intimacy simply by adding papaya to their mornings. And finally, grapes, the fruit of life, often linked with vitality in ancient cultures. Their skins and seeds are rich in resveratrol, a compound that keeps blood vessels flexible and youthful. Imagine your circulation flowing like a clear river rather than a clogged stream. That is what grapes bring: movement, vitality, youth hidden in every bite. These are not random facts. They are truths confirmed by both science and experience. And together, these fruits form a simple, powerful morning ritual, capable of restoring virility after 60. And now we arrive at the truth I promised you from the beginning. Among these fruits, one holds a special secret when it comes to restoring erections after 60, the humble grape. While each fruit carries unique benefits, grapes, especially their dark skins and seeds, contain resveratrol, a compound proven to enhance nitric oxide in the blood. This means your vessels relax, circulation improves, and firmness returns. And when you eat them in the morning on an empty stomach, their effect is even more powerful because your body absorbs their compounds quickly, sending energy straight into your bloodstream. I tell you this not as a miracle, but as a doctor who has seen men transform with simple, consistent habits. Grapes in the morning, paired with the strength of bananas, apples, and papaya, create a natural shield for your masculinity. It is not about chasing youth with pills. It is about honoring your body with what nature already gave you. So tomorrow, when you wake up, I want you to look at your breakfast differently. Choose a fruit that speaks life into your veins, into your strength, into your intimacy. Remember, decline is not destiny. You are not condemned to weakness simply because of age. Your choices, small, daily choices, can restore you. If you have felt the weight of decline, if you have longed to feel alive again, start here. Taste the fruit of life each morning and feel how your body begins to thank you. And when you do, come back here, share your story in the comments, and let other men know they are not alone. Because together we are proving that after 60, manhood is not lost. It is reborn.